Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Louis from Intercity 125, and today we're going to be looking at Omsi 2. So here on Omsi, I just think the moment on YouTube there's not enough clear and easy watching tutorials for beginners of Omsi 2. And I had that problem. So basically, what I'm going to do now is give you a tutorial. So I'm going to load the map without buses, and then we're going to start. So the first thing we're going to do is select where we want to load in the map, and this is loading. So say I want to spawn at Crystal Palace bus station. I'm not going to click that now. We'll just click a random place like Marble Arch, Cumberland Gate. Then we'll load there and spawn there, and then we will press the spawn bus icon and we'll spawn a bus, and then we click Crystal Palace bus station because that is where we want to spawn the bus. So we're just loading in. So in this video, I'm going to show you. Now you can see it says tutorials. That is not for the London route. That is just for the Havensburg. I think it's that. Yeah, the Havensburg route that you get with Omsi to itself when you buy it. I have the London add-on. Those tutorials offer the Havensburg route, but they're not very good. They're not obvious, and so today I'm just going to show you what we need to do to set a bus up and drive it on a route. So you just got to wait. You know, we can see the Omsi 2 London map, but we've got to wait for it to load a bit properly until we can see the cursor on the screen. So well, that was a bit bugged there because there's a bus that's just driven through a bus, but there's all the buses that have loaded up. And there you go. You can see. And it is realistic. The bosses are realistic, and I do like this game, I have to admit. The bosses are very, very well done. Now, first thing you want to do is press this. Where my cursor is, we've got a black box here. These are all the things you need. So, you want to press this, and that will bring these up. So if I click that again, it will turn them off. So it brings these arrows up and the navigation arrows for each route. Now, if you have a problem with those, you can get a thing on Steam, or just or just search it up, and you can get Omni navigation. That's a much better thing. It's a separate map that will be in this corner, and it will help you navigate on the buses. The next thing is I'm going to just press escape and press options because I want to show you guys the key binding. So we're going to press keyboard. You're entering on general here, and we're going to press keyboard, and then this is the key bindings. So for example, throttle up, brake down, Steering left, obviously you do that because it makes sense. Give ticket T. So the only ones I've changed really is just the steering, so I can navigate that. And obviously if you're confused of what's what, you can just check in here. But the key bindings are weird. They might be different for you, but they shouldn't be. So there's the driver view, which is F1. So that is all good. So now you know that, let's go back to the game and let's spawn a boss. So we want to press this thing over here. I've pressed it now. So it should just load. Compress again. And there we go. It's loaded. Omsi's gone black. That's alright. Shouldn't be a problem, but it could have crashed. So let's see. Yeah, that doesn't sound great, does it? And do you know why? Because I've got to let Omsi load and stop clicking. So let's wait. Oh, apologies for this, guys. This is not what I wanted. It's not great, is it? Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Omsi, guys, is completely broken. Ah! No, it's not. No, it's not. Hang on a minute. This is not. It was completely broken for a minute. So it can sometimes do that, just glitch. You just have to wait and let it load with the black screen of doom. So, basically, select London City Boss. And you can pick from the selection below here where it says type. You can also pick its appearance, and we want to make sure the depot is at London. So we're going to just use a basic Enviro 200. I personally like the Stagecoach logo, so we'll do the new logo. It should come up looking like that. And then we can just press OK. Now, we want to spawn at Crystal Palace bus station. That is when we click that. Then we click OK. I'm just going to check something. So, yeah, so this here is the software I use for recording Omsi videos and all my other videos. It's called OBS. It's very good. So, if I just minimize that. So, yeah, Omsi is now loading. It's spawning the boss. The next thing... apologies, I have a cold at the moment. The next thing is showing you how to set a timetable and how to spawn... how to set a timetable and really get to know the boss and drive it. So yeah, we're starting with an E200, and if you look on my channel, there'll be a good few other Omsi videos showing each boss that you get in the London route add-on, and I will show you how to drive each boss in the London add-on. But for today, it's the E200. So here we are in Omsi, and as you can see, there's the E200. It takes a while and a little bit of time to load, but it will do properly. So we're here in the Enviro 200. This is SE32, as it says on the side there, and on the roof clearly. So you can see we're a bus driver. Weird. Normally it doesn't load that, guys, so that's weird, but that's what it's meant to load. That does actually look like a bus driver there. Quite a smart one. Anyway, back to the buses, not the bus drivers. To get into the driver's view, we're going to press F1. At least that's what it is for me, and I've shown you the key bindings to do that. Now, Omsi's slightly laggy, and it can be. It just does that. Now, the thing you do to get to move around, I have to press my scroll wheel on the mouse. To zoom in and out is just the right click on the mouse. So you just right click and hold that, and to move around is the zoom wheel, or the scrolling wheel rather, on your mouse. You know what I mean. So I'm now going to show you how to set this bus up. So the route things are on. We can see what routes we can drive. It's 322, N2, number 3 and N3. So now to doing a timetable, which now if we click this, it will come up. There's nothing there. You'll see there will be in a minute. So for me, to turn the bus on, you press E, and it might not be the same for you guys. Again, you can change that in key bindings if you so wish. You can also check which button it is in key bindings, in keyboard, in settings. So there you go. That's how to change that. So this here is how we're going to set the route on the front of the bus. So before we do, in fact no, we'll do that first. So we want, in fact no, we're not going to do this first. I'll show you how to set a timetable. Like, we're going to click this, and then we want to do route 3, so we'll click 3, or 3 and 3, and then the tour. So this is just on Sunday, because it is a Sunday today, and it's 1700 or 5 o'clock. There's one that goes at 1737. Again, that's not quite what I want. WL301, there's 1722. And there's 303. What's that? 1752. 304, 1713. Oxford Circus. What else is there? There's also 1743. When does that go? There's also 1707. Perfect. So you just have to fiddle around with the tools and find one, and look at the time here and find one that's nearer that time. First stop, Crystal Palace bus station at 1707. So select OK. When this pop-up comes up, you just press OK as well. They just withdraw that bus that's meant to drive that service, and then you use the bus you're in. So the electrics are on. We've done our route. Let's set the route now. So it says route 0 there. We press this arrow, and there we go. Straight away, route 3 pops up. Now, there'll be destinations on route 3, so you can change this. If you go to here, then it says Desto 1. That's destination 02, and you can just scroll through those. Remember, you do need to change if you want to go on to destinations. You do need to change that here. Yeah, no, don't do that. You do need to change it here in the timetable mode, and that is easy to do. You'll find that obvious. Now, the next thing you'll notice is this. There you go. It's now got our timetable on it. So 1707 at Crystal Palace bus station. Right. Now, another thing, if you want to get rid of this wheel, you just click below here and it goes. And then we can just see what we're doing. And you can take the wheel back. Obviously, that's the windscreen wipers. They sound pretty realistic. They do sound like they need replacing, though. If we remove that, obviously that's the electrics there. So you can do it on these buttons. And then it's driving the bus. So if we put the bus, sorry about the voice crack, put the bus in neutral, if we can, and then press M. Yeah, so you need to weirdly it wasn't going into neutral. So if that happens, you just press and hold it down. And then if you want to stop the engine, don't know, hang on a minute. That's reverse. To stop the engine, you can just press E and it turns the electrics off, and then you can just start it up again. And you'd have to set your route again. So, what time are we on? 17:03. We're fine on time. So, to drive this thing, obviously my key bindings are the arrow keys down here. We're going to put it, so we're going to put it in drive and take the station brake off. As you can see, we're now moving, and I've put the throttle on. Going to indicate. Now, Omsi's a bit laggier than normal for me today, and it can be, but it's still playable. So I've indicated there, and now I want to show you how to open the doors. So this one will, I think, open the back doors. Yes, it does. So we'll shut those. And this opens the front doors, and your passengers will come in. Sometimes they speak to you if you're lucky.
Oxford Circus.
Sometimes they don't. Over there is a Enviri 400 there. But yeah, as I say, this is the Enviri 400 Voith that we're driving. That's got the 4-speed box. You can also drive the 6-speed box. So today this is just a tutorial video. I'm not going to be driving this bus very far. We're just going to drive it to the first stop, which is Crystal Palace Parade. Obviously, if you're unsure which stop you are at, you can just check the time on the bus. There's an Enviri 200 going past. Check the time on the bus, which is there, 17:05. And then this lowers the bus. I don't know if it actually does. I think it might do. Has it lowered the bus? Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it does lower the bus slightly. Right, back to what I was saying. If you're unsure where you are, you can just get your timetable here, look at what time you're on, and you might be slightly late. Look at what time you're on, and then look at the times here, and you should work out roughly which station you're at. So there's quite a few bus stations. Obviously this route would take around an hour to do, but yeah, that will be in a separate video. Right, 17:06:32. Let's shut the doors now. So it's this one. There you go. And then we're going to indicate left. And yeah, so it's number 9 to indicate. That's the horn. If you want to do the horn, you can also press H. So yeah, number 9 to indicate, and then it turns off. So yeah, obviously if you want to open the windows, you can do that here and just slide it. It's very nice actually, that effect in Omsi. Right, here we go. Not 3 or N3, so we don't need to stop there. Obviously, as you can see, there is a red light. And you want to just...
What's your badge number? I'm going to report you.
There you go. So if you do bad driving and stop suddenly like that, the passengers will get very angry with you. And now we can
Crystal
go.
Palace Parade.
So if you just press whatever key yours is to brake, mine's the down arrow. If you just press it lightly, you kind of do an ABS, and then you can stop slowly, and the passengers won't complain. So we're going to put the indicator on. And there you go, I've stopped nicely. Also, if you get a
Good
stop
job, I got my
request,
woolly knickers on this morning.
it will come up here.
Hey, how's it going?
But yeah, you get some nice accents, it's quite fun.
3, 2, Oxford Circus.
It is a Sunday, and for some reason there's a lot of people getting on, but it is kind of, it's not rush hour though. But I suppose you could say it is in London. It's weird.
Oh, right! Oh no, wait, the lights are off. Driver, lights on, please!
Right, if they say that, you can put the lights on. Here we go. You can also do the heating. So, there we go. That's the heating done.
Hiya, driver.
Obviously this many passengers might make you a bit late, and then it returns to that screen. So there you go, guys, that is the Enviro 200. If you want to turn the lights on at night, you do it with this, and there you go, the lights are on, and it is night time, it's getting dark, so we definitely do need to put the lights on. Right, I'm enjoying myself, so as a little, I did say we'd only go to the first stop, but let's go to the second stop just to get a bit more of a feel for this bus. Indicator. Obviously if there's a bus lane, stay in the bus lane. Although I want to watch it on the car.
Crystal Palace Parade, College Road.
Right, I'm going a bit over the speed limit. You want to only go up to 20 really at max here. So we've got a station here. No stop requests. And if the indicator stays on, it's not the end of the world. No, nobody wants to do that. Right, let's go to the next stop then.
3, 2, Oxford Circus.
And we're slowing down because there's a red light. I don't think you have to indicate here because they obviously you can't go straight on. I don't think, but maybe you can. Don't think you can go straight on, you know. I'll tell you what, we will indicate anyway because it doesn't harm. Obviously to look outside the bus, it's F2. And there you go, there's the outside of the bus, it's absolutely packed full of passengers. Yeah. We'll drive this just down the hill and then I'll stop there. Here we go, so obviously back in the... Oh look, there's a route master, Crystal Palace number 3. That's in the
Park,
in the
College
white
Road.
livery, the special poppies livery. I like that. I like that version. It's nice. So yeah, going up to 20. Obviously, because we're going downhill. I'm only going 15. But yeah, this bus is nice to drive. I like it. Another bus that's nice to drive is also the Volvo Evo City. Very nice, that bus as well. Route Master's fun, that is fully electric. The Evo City's hybrid. I still haven't worked out the hybrid system on that, but it will soon occur to me to be probably obvious. Omsi's a great game once you know how to play it. And I think I found it buying it a waste of money at first. I thought, well, this is not worth it, but it really is. It's a great game. It was because I just couldn't work out. It felt really complicated, and so yeah.
Driving is impeccable. No, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please?
So,
I wanna
yeah.
get off before I throw up.
So here we are. There's definitely some people who want to get on here. I did stop a bit suddenly there, but the passengers were alright. Also in the corner, I haven't actually been noticing it, but in the corner you can see the passenger complaints up there. Was anybody getting on? There's no stop request, nobody's getting on.
3,
That's weird.
Oxford Circus.
Nobody wants number 3, eh? Go on, taxi. I'm not in the road, honestly. I don't understand why the taxi won't drive past me. Stupid thing. I'm pulled in the bus station enough. I mean, I could be a bit better than that, but yeah. What's the next thing that's due here? I don't understand what these people are waiting for. Because the next bus is maybe they're waiting for the 450. Must be. Right. We'll drive to the bottom of this hill and then I shall end the video there. Right, 9. And here we go.
Dulwich
Gearbox
Park,
is a bit
Kingswood
just, isn't it?
Drive.
Yeah, because we're moving, we cannot spawn the bus at the moment. What's the stop request? No, there's definitely some people who want to get on here. There we go. The next question is, are we running late? Oh, we are running late. 3 minutes and 9. So, Gypsy Hill, is that where we are? Gypsy Hill, 1714. Does nobody want to go on, get on?
3, 2.
It's weird, they were
Oxford
moving when the
Circus.
bus came in and they just don't want to get on. I feel like Omsi's broken. Maybe it's not though. 1712, we are running 2 minutes late now. There you go. Right, yeah, no, when I mean the bottom of the hill, it's not this stop, but that's weird. We just drive to this roundabout, doesn't it? It's weird nobody wants to get on and there's not even stop requests. I feel like something is slightly broken here. And it could well be, but there we are.
Gypsy Hill.
Oh, right, so here's Gypsy Hill. God, we're quite late in that place. Okay, no, all is well. There's a stop request. We want to go to here. I am driving a bit slowly, but I'm not driving badly. That's the main thing. Is it because I go too far? No, they still want to get on. Right, let's let this person off. Let these passengers on.
Hello, driver.
Hello. Right. Well, guys,
3,
that is
2,
Omsi 2.
Oxford Circus.
I hope this tutorial has helped you guys today. Obviously, there's other views. There's a lot of passengers here, isn't there? You can only zoom in, gosh. So yeah, that is Omsi 2. Hope this tutorial has helped you guys out today. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this will make your Omsi experience a bit funner, because it really is not an easy game to get your hands on when you're a beginner. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.